Over the past decade, NFL fans have grown accustomed to hearing the words Detroit and blowout in the same sentence. And coming off their 9th straight losing season, that has usually meant bad news for the Lions. But that was not the case Sunday at Ford Field. The Lions blew out the Rams 44-6. Rookie D-tackle Ndamukong Suh notched his first NFL victory and an interception in the victory. We're happy to welcome from Detroit, Subway famous fan Ndamukong Suh. Ndamukong, thanks for coming on. What will you remember the most from Sunday? Your first NFL victory or your first career interception?
That's a tough one. I think I'll remember them both, but probably more of that win. It was a total team effort, and I'm definitely glad we could get that at home and control our ground. That's our home field. We want to control that.
All right, now during your interception, you made some nice cuts during that return. What was going through your mind as you were returning that interception?
Basically, I was trying to find some way to get to the end zone, and I was really looking forward to getting back there as I had done in college, but I just couldn't follow my blockers. I was struggling to find my way, and I ran into a bunch of white shirts.
You did it a couple times at the University of Nebraska. What's it like for a defensive guy to get in the end zone?
It's exciting because usually you don't have the ball and never have an opportunity to really do it. So once you do it, once you have an opportunity to get an interception or get a deflected ball, get a fumble, you want to make the most of it, and that's all we really want to do. And that's what I was trying to do, but obviously I fell short.
Now, after your interception, you had a pretty nice strut going. We just showed it there. It looked a little like Richard Pryor from Stir Crazy. You might be too young to remember that, but where'd you come up with your move?
That was kind of a spur of the moment type thing. It's just something that came to me, and as me and my friends always call it, a little of my own swagger.
All right, now you nearly forgot to take the ball with you to the sideline. What are you going to do with that football?
I have no clue where that football is, and hopefully I gave it to one of our equipment guys, so hopefully he still has it for me.
Yeah, hopefully you get it back. All right, now your teammate Alphonso Smith returned an interception for a touchdown, and he did the Carlton dance from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What was that about?
Yeah, I don't know. He looks like he had been practicing that for a little bit before in the mirror. So no, he did a hell of a job doing that, and it was a great dance, and it was funny to watch because we gave him a hard time yesterday during meetings for it.
I got to ask you, whose moves are better, his or yours?
I think he'll probably take the win on that one. He definitely had the crowd going with that one, but it was all fun and games. I'm glad he got to get a pick six and take it to the house.
It takes a lot of guts to do that in front of a full NFL stadium. All right, after your loss to Philly a few weeks ago, you guaranteed that the Lions would not lose another home game this season. You still stand by that?
It wasn't a guarantee. It was more or less that I didn't foresee us losing too much more at home. And the reason why I said that is because if you can't own your own home ground and own home field, don't expect to go out and win on the road. And we got to definitely take pride in not losing at home and having our fans behind us and having them come out and having a sold-out stadium and putting on a good show. And that's the way I see it. I think we have the talent, and I think we have the work ethic. We just got to continue to do what we did this past weekend and put everything together and get a win.
Let's talk about your alma mater, Nebraska 5-0, but ranked 5th in the AP poll. Should they be ranked higher?
I don't know. And the ranking really doesn't matter in college football until it gets late in the season. So all they need to do is continue to play and continue to go through the Big 12 and take game by game, week by week. And definitely proud of them, playing real well. Proud of my guy Jared Crick carrying that defense as well as Prince. So I'm definitely happy for those boys and hope they keep it going on. Hopefully I can watch them in the national championship this year.
How closely do you follow them?
I definitely follow them. If I can't watch the game, I definitely look to see the score, make sure that they came on the winning end of their game.
You donated more than $2 million to Nebraska after you graduated, and the school used part of that money to put Apple iPads in every player's locker. How do you think that'll impact the Huskers' national title hopes?
I don't know if it'll impact their national title hopes, but it may impact their recruiting a little bit. But it was more or less, I did it because it was something that was expected to happen when we actually moved over to the north side of the stadium in 2006 when I was a sophomore. So it ended up falling through because of budget cuts or so forth, whatever may be the reason. But I wanted to give those guys an opportunity to experience that, and then allow them to enjoy that, and hopefully that'll ease some of their pains of still being in school and have some fun to play with some iPads when they're at school in the locker room.
By the way, Ndamukong, our sports science people are still looking for another tackling dummy after you destroyed it.
Yeah, maybe I'll be able to come back and destroy another one. I had a blast down there in LA, and John was a great guy.
All right, and Ndamukong Suh with the Detroit Lions. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
All right, Suh and the Lions will take on the Giants coming up this weekend.